Testing, testing, testing. Three, two, one. It's showing audio now. I think it's active. I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, audio should be back on. Okay, well, let me talk about what I was talking about again. I said good morning to Lori. Uh, you know, what else was I talking about? Um, it's pretty much the only thing that matters, right? Now I'm kidding. But I was talking about the trade that I took yesterday on Tide. Uh, and basically I entered here at the 126, and I was looking for a power hour move through here, but it actually ended up closing before it started getting manipulated into aftermarket. I was like, nah, I'm good. I wasn't going to let it play. I went ahead and sold at the close, and just looking for more opportunities today. BTTX is the thing that's up right now. Oh, Lord, you got me blushing. BTTX is the thing that's up right now. Um, $2.40. Had a little medical news, but it's trial news, trial medical news. So it's something that uh, we may have to see how people feel about it. If we jump over here on the daily chart, max sale, we can see that it had a couple of resistance levels up here. Right now, it is under this 240 here. Has a little bit of range here between the 240 and 320, and then up here to the 200 moving average, 200 SMA of the $4. So we'll have to see how people feel about it. It is up 55%, but we want to see, can it hold that 55% during the day? Pre-market has been kind of choppy for it. It's been back and forth. I identified or tried to identify a little bit of level of resistance up here, right at the 250, up here to the 264. We'll see how it handles that on a retest during intraday with real volume. But as of now, it's just one of those watch ones, but it's on trial news, and I don't know how it's going to react. But yeah, those are the two stocks that are popping up there right now with good volume and a good percent gain. Donnell called out TBLT. Let's check that out. That is a previous mover as well, up 19%. Should be popping on the scans. It's got the volume, but it's just not popped up there yet. We'll see. But yeah, 552 there, came down, had a high up here, the $9. Did it receive more news today? TBLT. Okay, so it launches 35 products in 5,500 Ace Hardware locations. Tough Build Industries. What kind of products did it launch? Ace Hardware USA International. According to the terms of agreement, Ace will distribute Tough Build's products utilizing Ace's 15 regional service centers to reach 5,500 individual Ace stores across the U.S. This agreement saw Tough Build's products on Ace shelves starting in the second quarter of 2022. Among the 35 of the company's products, the Ace will be selling are some of Tough Build's most popular items, including tool belts, suspenders, tool belt sets, clip tech pouches, clip tech accessories, bags, knee pads, sawhorses, and cutting tools. Okay, so we are Michael Panosian, the Tough Build CEO, says we are thrilled with the opportunity to expand our market coverage with while simultaneously driving revenue growth to the community-centric business like Ace. Okay. So they're moving into a couple of stores there. We'll see what holds up here. Good morning, Ben in the house as well. Turn this brightness up. Tough build must be a higher float because it's gonna need a little bit more volume for me to kind of look at it. Let me go look at this float. What's the float here? Float is under a million. That should be showing up. Okay, yeah. I don't know why it took so long. I guess because TOS, the scanners update every whatever, 15 minutes or whatever. I just had to switch and then switch back and it showed up. But it's definitely got the volume. So I'm wondering how will Tough Built, if we look at TOS over here on the daily chart, how will Tough Built respond? So it had this nice rip up from $2 up to $9 and has come down quite a bit, but gap back up. So I'm wondering how people will respond on a second resurgence of this thing. Right now it's at 550, so it's back up possibly close to this previous level of resistance of the 575. So I'm wondering what a push will look like on today. It is quite below the previous level up here of the 200 moving average. It also has a gap that it hasn't filled yet. And the top of this gap is the $24 there. So that's a long way away, and $20, long way away. Previous resistance got a little bit of resistance in here. So I don't know what it wants to do. Let's look at the larger time frames as well. That daily chart, man, just looks like death. That is a bunch of what looks like splits, and there's no way it was $8,325. Tough Built is grinding though. We have about 15 minutes to the bell, and the competition will start, or the competition for intraday will start. Daniel B said you read those news in yesterday Playboy. Daniel B, man. Daniel B starts the day off every single day on fire. I like it. Every single day he wakes up. Also, the SPY is getting up there as well. It cracked the 400s yesterday, got up to the 402s, and now it's back at the 401s. So, uh, earlier this morning, the NQ and the SPY were looking a little red, but with this bullish momentum, I'm thinking it can get a little carry through. The top of this is the 12,700. We'll see if it retests that today after all of this buying on yesterday. It's bigger. All of this buying on yesterday from this 12,200 up here to the 12,600. I'm thinking it can retest that level today. Nice bullish push on the SPY. And also oil. For some reason, they said that there's a shortage or whatever. It seems to always be a shortage in a dip, and then oil prices go on back up. I would love for them to stay where they are. They came down. They were like here. They were like $4. I think it's like 460, 470 a gallon, which is low relative to most places, but still came down quite a bit. We were sitting at 360, 365 yesterday or something like that. TBLT may be the one to watch today, though. It's catching up with the previous high movers today, BTTX and TYDE, quite quickly, pushing up to that 10 million mark. Very low float as well, float under a million. Haven't seen any candles reach a million yet, though. Again, these 5-minute candles back here, we saw a million sell off, another million, but now we're seeing maybe like half or 500,000. Up 20%. We got about 10 minutes to the bell. Yes, Ben says after my live stream, he will be streaming, and part of the live stream will be breaking down the Fed announcement from yesterday. Um, and he's also shouting out Reliable Rudy, which is another part of another member of our network, new member of our network, doing market analysis. He trades. I mean, Reliable Rudy trades everything. He trades. Well, I won't say everything. He trades mid to large cap stocks a lot. If you're interested in the mid to large cap stocks, hey man, he's out there doing analysis, making I wouldn't say tutorial videos, but like analytic videos on how he goes about setting up strategies for entry into the market and things like that. So yeah, Reliable Rudy out there doing that work. Let's see. Daniel B says, "One life, one chance. Yesterday I got YouTube premium membership for $11 monthly. Great thing. No ads, nothing. Oh, everything cut off. Nice. 822. One last said, you must be rich. Well, Dane B has been making those profits on those shorts he's been doing on A Firm and whatever that other one he was trading. I think it was Oxy or he was shorting something else. So he's been making those profits on these falling stocks. BTTX still sitting right below this short resistance up here. So I'm wondering if it enters this level here during the open, is it going to absolutely get shattered up in this short level? Let me see if I can spot any short levels on some of these other ones as well. TBLT is going to be a hard one. It's going to take a little bit more time to know where it's wanting to go. This first hour candle hasn't closed yet. Looking on the 4-hour chart for TBLT though, we can see that it had a little drop down from its highs, and it's literally just come down, did a little loop here, little U shape here. I mean, looks just like a U there, right back into this level, the 550. So we'll have to see how this candle reacts to the open. And can it dive? Will it dive under the 550s? Or will people lift it on up out of this previous level, this previous resistance up here at the 590s going into the $6? BTTX also lifting up off of this little low. It had the 230s down here as a little bit of lows that it tested on the 5-minute chart, and what looks like the 15-minute chart as well. But on the hour chart, we are still red up here. So very, very fishy activity right under this short level coming into the open. We have 5 minutes left until the open. One, your grandma is paying for it. Let's see. One life. TBLT breaking out of that range now. Just really uncertain where it wants to go here. But it may be the one that I watch out of the open, unless it just goes red automatically. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that new equipment then. We're gonna have to get the new equipment. They're gonna have to get up off that money. TBLT going up to 6. Like I said, very hard one to read here, but it does have the best news on the day, I guess. In the low floats, going up to touch that $6. All right, we got a minute 30. Come on, man. Time is slowing down before the open. I feel like that's not a good thing. Let's see how TBLT opens up, though. So high. No real lows put in. Going up there to that 625 quite quickly. About to break 10 million shares traded. Actually, what's crazy is it hasn't even reached a million shares traded again, though, on a single candle, on the 5-minute candle. So that's kind of weird. Thirty seconds. BTTX also up there as well. Going up, challenging that short area. So we'll just flip back and forth TBLT, BTTX, and see what's going on there. All right, market is open. TBLT jumping up there to the 6. Holding that 6. BTTX into this short range as well. The short range that I was looking at was from the 250 up here to the 260. Looking for it to dump down. TBLT holding up the 6. Going up to that 625 level. Now this candle here got a million shares, so that's nice. SPY is also up, going back and testing that top that it hit yesterday. Almost got the 403s up there. BTT, big little scoop out of this previous short range that it tried to retest and coming down there. TBLT did get up to the 625s. Right at those previous levels of resistance up here. So we'll see what the reaction is up here at the 625s. It is the biggest mover on the day. Up 4% out of the open. BTTX struggling right there at that 250 level that it struggled at before. Not looking great. So TBLT is our top watch. I also see GOVX, but GOVX is only up 5%. No bueno there. It's got 6 million shares traded already. Red on the day on GOVX. Not in the competition. What would be red on the day for TBLT now? $5.90. So we'll see what it wants to do over this support level. But man, this thing's got to pull back at some point. And I'm afraid it's gonna go red and stay red if it pulls back too much. 650s coming into play, 8 cents away, up 7% since the open. Wow. Glad I did not hold tight into aftermarket, trying to hold it into today. That would have been stupid. Things dropping, but I still would have been green here though. But no, that's no good. BTTX giving up the ghost there off of the 250s. 650s up here on TBLT. Most green on the day. Does not face any major resistance as of yet. What was this high? High was the 664 up here. That's kind of a weird number. I would like for it to get at least above a 25 cents, like maybe 675, touch 675 and then fail. At least we'll have a top that we can look at throughout the day. Went long on TBLT, nice. 618 up to 650. For Donnell. I would love to see it get that 675 before it goes down, though. Maybe even 7. I don't know. 675 be good. I think 7's pushing it. Bruh. Why? Oh my goodness. Well, I ain't mad. I'm gonna make money off of it. All right, TBLT coming on down, back down to the 624s. I guess it could not get up there to that 675 real quick. SPY is up nicely at the 402s, going back up to that top level, almost to the 403s there. Just a little push. BTTX down 10% there. And that's, I marked this level as short. I didn't know how powerful it would be. I kind of thought it was just going to kind of knock it down, but it knocked it down quite a bit. Tide also pushing down as well. We'll see if we get anything else. GOVX is up 3% on the day. GOVX. So we want to see who's going to be that obvious one. Let me look at SIGA as well. Lori called out RDBX. RDBX. And where is SIGA? SIGA at 18 bucks. All right, RDBX, lower volume. It's going to have to compete. um on the day. Wait, is this that movie stock? Yeah, I think it is. So it's definitely gonna have to compete on the day. It's up 5%, but we will see. TBLT down back down to $6. Everything's getting a nice dump in the penny stocks, and I expected that because usually when the SPY's doing well, we see a weaker open in the penny stocks. Doesn't mean it'll be weak all day, but for the majority, because people are trading stuff like Tesla. Let me look at what Tesla's doing. Tesla, no, yeah, Tesla. Let's see. Yep, Tesla trading up there as well, following that SPY up. But now the SPY is reversing course, coming back down off of that 403. So we'll see if that level holds or if it rips through that 403 level. I really think it can get through that 403 level today, but that's just my opinion. TBLT back down to 6. Big push down off of this 663. So I'll go ahead and put that top up there for maybe something that it could retest off the lows or at least do a 50% retracement towards it. But as of now, just marking that level as resistance. Here to the $6 down there. Go ahead and change this one to red. Okay, so got a little bit of known resistance up there, which it kind of got through, but just was not able to hold. But I will be possibly looking for a retest later on in the day with that news. But it's going red on the day. That's the other thing. Going red on the day. I'm not willing to buy a dip on this one. It's going to have to hold up that 6. GOV, GOVX still doing this thing. RDBX. Got a little push down there. It's gonna have to compete with the volume. SIGA got a huge explosion up off of the 1775 up to the, so about $1 rip there on SIGA. Let me see if they got any more news over here on SIGA. Still low volume on that one, but it is a higher float, so it may be bigger positions getting in there. Monkeypox, a nationally notifiable condition. CDC poised to announce report is the news for today. Let me bring that news over here. Okay, so yeah, today monkeypox is a nationally notifiable condition. So yeah, monkeypox getting real out here. Let me look at some of the other monkeypox. TNPX, they are not exploding on. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't it. TNXP would be it, and then CMRX, and what was that other one? TNXP, CMRX, and then GOVX is already up there. Okay. Well, SIGA doing this thing. TBLT trying to hold up the $6 there. Who will become the obvious winner on the day? Biggest mover right now is GOVX. Then we got SIGA, which we're watching as a sentimental play on GOVX, or GOVX is playing on SIGA's sentiment for the monkeypox. RDBX still working around that 550. Still got to get in the competition. TNXP there. Let me go back and look at the SPY. SPY all the way back down to the 402s. Trying to hold that 400 level, looks like. But going a little bit red on the day. GOVX pumping up to the moon out of this little level that it had. Nice volume on it as well. Some of these other ones, they got to have more volume. I don't want to play with these. They got to start making it up here on the scans. SIGA going up there to that previous, got up here to the 1890s in pre-market on one of those, or I guess that would be pre-market on one of those days, and the top up there was 1941. BTTX, I'm going to go ahead and take that one off the watch. It is dead to me. Tide, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I didn't hold that. Gee whiz, dead. Hindsight trading on past good decisions is amazing. Being like, man, I'm so glad I just went ahead and cut that. RDBX, it may or may not make it onto the watch. It's just got to get more volume, man. It's got to compete with these other ones. I see Ford. What happened to Ford? Ford got his price cut to 15 from $16. It's a high float. What is going on? Yeah, so this is what I'm seeing on my scans right now. These are the ones that are sticking out on the scans. TBLT, GOVX, BTT going to death. They're done. So we're gonna see what can compete with TBLT and GOVX. If nothing can compete, those will be my top watches on the day. Watching SIGA though to see what GOVX wants to do on continuation. SIGA pulling back as well off of the 19s. Got up there and touched the 19s here. Pulling back off those 19s. Where is that bar? Lori called out PTPI. Let's look at ya. PTPI in a PTPI in a, oh my goodness, 230%. What's the news on that one? PTPI. That's crazy. Actually, I'll bring it over here. Okay, so PTPI Petros Pharmaceuticals to be acquired by Henry Crown at $3.25 per share. Okay. Let's see what the high was that it hit. Oh, it's already hit it's already hit close to 325. So that may be a little bit of a dangerous play there on that one, with it being so close to the price target that they wanted to buy it. And it, well, actually, did it hit it? Nope, 312 was the high. That's a little bit dangerous there, being that close to that. Makes me itch. Okay, TPNX, TBLT trying to hold up that 6, trying to hold green on the day with all its little might. Let's see. PTPI is in a halt though. It may get destroyed. We may watch it come out of this halt and just tank after getting that close, but we'll see if people actually want to buy it. It's got 4 million shares traded on it today. GOVX continues up though, coming up here to these highs, but SIGA has pulled back quite a bit, so I'm expecting a pullback in GOVX as well. Okay, I'm seeing PLUG on the scans. Plug. That's a little bit higher float, but if you like those, it is green on the day. Everything else that I'm seeing over here on the scans is red in the high floats. I see Meta is down 3% since the open. Carnival is down. Snap is down. FCell and Ford, but Plug is the only thing that is green right there on the day. Looking at Plug, came up here and hit this top at the 2146. Has had a couple of days up. Let me see what the news is on Plug. Why Plug Power is surging. Oh, because the energy companies were surging for a little bit. I know Lori had called out IMPP the other day, which let's see where that's at now. So I think when she called out, it was at like 50 cents or something like that. But it did make its way back down here to the 40 cents. And I just don't like the ranges on these when they're not over $1. I mean, you would have had to size in a great amount to get a profit here on this 10 cents to make the risk worth the reward. All right, but yeah, IMPP going down there. PTPI, did it open up? Nope, not yet. When did it halt? PTPI halted. Oh, it's on a T1. T1. T1 halt there. That is not good there on that one. Definitely not good. The SPY coming under 400 now. So getting a little bit of rejection off of that 400. Probably gonna have to do a retest, a little accumulation down here and retest of the 400. GOVX facing a little bit of resistance. So everything is finding this resistance. So we can kind of start seeing ranges here. Plug bouncing back up there a little bit. Had a bottom here at the 2039, top at the 2145. It is still actually, yeah, it's still the biggest mover in the high floats. We're now almost 20 minutes into the trading day, and things are showing us their tops. You said the NQ is double topping. That's not good. Let me go look at the NQ here. Where's the double top? Let's see. 12,600 right there. Now, if we look on the weekly chart, this is the weekly chart for the NQ. Okay, so weekly, it came up here and almost double top there at the 12,700. Still green and still indecision to the top of this bar. So I wouldn't say that it's bearish as of yet. It needs to flip and take out. It needs to certify that this week is going to be red before I would just be like, oh, it's bearish, you know. Even after a double top, it really needs to get rejection through this and become red here on the weekly. And then right now on the daily, it's doing a little bit of a pullback, whatever. Just a little bit of a pullback, nothing crazy. All right, PULG still in this little range around the $20 level. GOVX, SIGA back up going towards 19 again, pulled back up off of these lows of the 1846. TBLT pushing back up there. It did hold the $6 there. Stayed green on the day. So let's see if it can become an obvious green mover on the day, catching up with GOVX as well. Up 6% right now, secondary mover. And plug not holding that $21. Looking like it's wanting to come down a little bit. Still green on the day though. Let's see. Ben Ben says 1 hour chart none aggregated, and then now I'm not calling bearish. I'm mixed now because the Feds went soft, and then he says the Nasdaq should be going up because of the weak rate hike. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That weekly still looks pretty green after that news. I'm like, maybe giving a little bit of time for the big boys to get in on a dip, but we'll see. SPY getting on away from the 400s now, going down and testing that three, looking like it wants to break into the 398s here. Nice and red on the day. TBLT getting another push down here. Was not, looks like, what was this top? 638. So it made it back up here to this previous resistance that we had up there at first, and kind of got knocked down a little bit. Continues to retest that 6. So I'm thinking the shorts want to get it under 6. Only up 1% on the day. Continues to give back profits. Not becoming stronger and catching up with GOVX. But GOVX itself is coming down as well. It was at 10% and is also pulling down as well. MI says, what about RYTM? RYTM is up 6%. Let's look into this stock real quick. Actually, let's flip over to TOS and look into it on the higher time frames first. And then we'll look into some news on it. RTM, this is Rhythm Pharmaceuticals. And on the monthly, well, on the yearly chart, it had a drop here from $43 down to $304 on the lows. Pop back up here to the 1345s. Still has a little bit of a downtrend on it. So 304 is back up here to this previous high here of the 1243. Let me make that a little bit bigger for you. So it had a previous high that it kind of retested. Crazy drop here. Nothing but red on the way down. Got bought up real quick and popped back up here. But yeah, it just looks like a retest of a previous high there. So I don't know what it'll do from here. Probably need to wait to see. It already kind of tested down back into this level though, 1123, and then popped back up. So weird one. Let's see. Daily chart. Okay, let's pop back over and look at the actual company itself. RYTM. Rhythm Pharmaceuticals. To report, so 2 hours ago, they reported their second quarter 2022 financial results on Tuesday. This is yesterday, but this isn't for them. Expected to beat earnings. Yes. Okay, so let's see what happened. Rhythm Pharmaceuticals Inc., a commercial stage biopharmaceutical company, focused on transforming the lives of patients and their families living with hyperphagia and severe obesity caused by rare melanocortin 4 receptor MC4R pathway diseases. Today announces that it will host a live conference call and webcast at 8 a.m. to report its second quarter. Okay, so that's August 2nd. So this hasn't even happened yet. So they're gonna do it on August 2nd. There, so on Tuesday, the access to live conference call register. So I guess you need to be in that meeting, man. Be in that meeting for that conference call and see what they did on that. Let's look at the profile of this company. Okay, so based out of Boston, Massachusetts, United States. We pretty much read this before. Same thing I just read basically. And that looks like it's going to be their top, the thing that they're trying to push out. So, yeah, I would just wait around for Tuesday earnings for that one, you know. Tuesday will be the day to I really don't know a lot about this company. It's a pharmaceutical company, a lot of pharmaceutical there's a lot of competition in pharmaceutical. It is operating in the red though. Uh, I don't know if that's by choice or by, you know, if the company is actually bad. But looking at the daily chart that we looked at over here on TOS with this drop, back on, if we zoom back, this drop, I don't know, you know, that could be a telling sign. But hey, it's up to you. Do the due diligence to kind of see what's going on Tuesday of next week, and see what kind of earnings they report and where they are on these the phase trials of this of what they got going on. I forgot, there was a website that I used to go to for pharmaceutical type things, pharmaceutical companies. Um, I just can't remember it. I I forgot it. I was about to try to type it, but yeah, I forgot. But I used to go on there to see what kind of phases and everything. But with how I trade now, I just don't care. It's too much research. I don't care. All right, the SPY still coming on down to the 399s. TNPX. SIGA popped up there to the 19s, popped over the 19s. Huge ripper. And GOVX continuing up as well with SIGA. Up 20% now. Obvious winner on the day. Up 15%. We'll see if it can hold it throughout the day with SIGA. SIGA looking like it wants to call 25 its home. But we'll see. It hasn't broken 20 yet. TBLT still struggling above that $6. So we're seeing these ceilings of these moves, and we're able to kind of gauge a range and play those ranges if they can hold a obvious green on the day. And GOVX is obviously green, and it has SIGA for sentiment to hold it up sentimentally. PULG still doing its thing flat here. No problem, MI. And if anybody else has any kind of other stocks you want me to look at during this time, hey, let me know. I'll flip them up. Um, I like learning about different companies because there's so many, so much potential out here to get destroyed or to be profitable. Plug continues to test that 21 level there on Plug. Up 22%, 4% since the open. And the bottom here is $21. So it's about 90 cents away from its bottom as of now. Okay. Oh yeah, make sure you hit that like button. I'm so glad somebody comes in here and says smash the like button. SB does it, Lauren does it, comes in, hey, smash the like button, man, because I will forget. I'll be looking around the market all excited and stuff about the day, and things go left. All right, Plug pushing above that $21 back into this previous level. 21.25 was where it had some problems there the first time. We'll see if it can continue to push those shorts out of there, or will it just be a retest here of that 21.25 area? Yeah, Lauren dropping the Discord link as well. We do have the Discord that you guys can check out and be a part of. We talk about everything investing in entrepreneurship. If you're into cryptos, crypto gaming, if you're into futures, forex, if you're into the stock market, or if you're just learning and you're just new and just want to kind of get your toes wet, it's a great place to be. All right. So GOVX has revisited this 225 level, finding a little bit of resistance up there. And now the question is, can it pull back and then retest on the day? TBLT flattening out above the $6, not looking good. Flattening out like that above that $6, only up 2%. The shorts may be looking to take that one down. Okay, what in the world? There's some company called Sunrun, that's up 29%. Let me look at this one, Run. And this is the current tickers that I'm seeing on my scanner here. Run, what is this thing? Industrial stocks, Ford, Spirit, Y Meta, Solar stocks. What kind of company is this? Run. That sounds very intimidating. But up 29% for some reason. And if we look on the daily chart, got up here and touched the 200 SMA at the 31.96, almost $32, and getting a little bit of a pullback. I see NLY, which is $6, only up 2%, not interested. Looking for these larger movers here, Plug and Run. And then Tide still dying, BTT still dying. Yep, so everything else still the same. Also, if you're on Twitch watching now, appreciate you for tuning in as well. If you like the content, you can hit the follow button. I stream I try to stream every morning. Some mornings get kind of hectic, and I let you guys know in the Discord if something comes up. But I try to stream every morning and kind of do this morning market analysis and kind of see what's going to be strong on the day, what's going to be holding up, and what I'll be watching throughout the rest of the day. These initial hours and minutes, I mean, there is profit that you can take, but I just like to take the best entry on the day rather than a FOMO like entry. Like on TBLT, you could have just bought and made money, a little bit of money here on this, but I'm looking for an entry that will put me in a very low risk, comfortable situation. If I took a trade on TBLT, I would be very uncomfortable, and because the shorts have not started to win on this one yet, and so I don't know what it can do. I don't want to be in an uncomfortable situation. I want to get in where the shorts are uncomfortable. All right, Plug still struggling on that $21, coming back down. 21.25 did get tested there and coming on back down on Plug. Run having the same kind of pattern, kind of tested this 30, what was the top of this? $31, came up here 31. So in this 31 to $30 area, looking like it's going down a little bit. All right, Siga coming on back to the $19 now. Plug still the biggest mover out of the high floats. Run. Siga getting another pop up there off the $19 whole dollar resistance or whole dollar support. But now we figure out where the bottoms are. Where do the shorts want to start winning on this one? Are the shorts brave enough to jump on this one to make it do an extreme push downward? With Siga getting all of this world health news and all that, are they brave enough? Plug making a higher low on the 15-minute. Have to see what this hour wants to do. This hour has about 22 minutes left on it before this hour candle closes. TBLT losing volume, only got 8 million shares on that first candle and has kind of fallen off since then, coming back down to 1 million shares, and the range is closing down as well, but it is still green on the day, so I'll keep it on the watch. 625 is getting a little test there on TBLT, but has not done a proper dip for me. Well, at least oil's coming down. That's good news right there. Oil came up here. We thought it was gonna get that break of the $100. Got a nice rejection off of that 99, right under the $100 level, back down to here to the 95s almost. So, well, 97s, headed back to the 95s. PULG plug continuing its descent. Another struggle here at the to break the $21. Okay, Gov slipping down. Let's see, Siga, is it having that same sentiment? Siga isn't having that same sentiment, but Gov is slipping. Okay, TNXP moving down. TBLT very tight in here. We're going to have to see it make a decision. We need to see an extreme down movement would be great, but it's only 7 cents away from the $6. It's going to go red on the day, looks like. Didn't want to see it happen, but oh well. Plug has a previous level down here of resistance on the 5-minute, or support down here on the 5-minute between the 2040. Looks like it's been struggling to hold the maybe the 2075 area will be the area that it continues to try to struggle to hold. But that's on the 5-minute. We will have to see confirmation of that on the 15 and maybe the hour. run continue to dump down. TNXP only up 1% now from the open, and not a whole lot of percent gain, not a whole lot of gap up anyway. So people may lose interest in some of these lower movers like TNPX, TNXP. Yeah, I'm losing interest as well. I wouldn't trade this today anyway. So I'm taking that one off the watch. And I'll continue watching Gov and Siga though. Gov continues to pile down even though Siga's going up. Tom Connors says, yesterday I had TOS on one monitor and TradingView on another. I was looking at Apple and with 20 EMA on both charts. I was surprised that the two charts had very different EMA prices listed. Then I looked at other tickers on both charts and they also listed different EMA prices. Any thoughts? So different platforms use different algorithms to calculate their EMA prices, and also different platforms have you know the what they call it when they have a delay. They have a delay in the calculations as well. So you have to see if you were looking at, let me see what you say you're looking at Apple, that should have been live. I don't know. How big was the difference? I wonder how big was the difference between them. Because I found that even when I was trading with TOS, if I'm gonna use the EMA, stick to TOS's EMA or stick to one EMA, because they sometimes they do get off. And that's why on the lower time frames I use the EMAs over here on the hour, 15, and the 5 minute on Street Smart Edge. And if I want to check, let me see what is Siga's piling up. Let me see, what was I trying to go to? EMAs. Okay, so I can just come out here and select one of these ones, and I can actually change this to what I want the EMA to be based upon. Do I want the EMA to be based upon the average close of each candle, open, high, low, close, typical, weighted? So you have to see what kind of algorithm that you have to go into their, well, you can go into their code, or you can go into like a Reddit group or forum or whatever and ask, hey, how is this thing being calculated? Is it based on the close, the open, the high, the low? What is it weighted? How is it calculated? And then you can see how to better customize, if you can customize the platforms that you currently use to be on the same frequency. And it's the same thing over at TOS over here. If I have a let me see where that 4-hour chart is. 4-hour chart here. Get my little hand out. See if I can click that. Same thing over here. How is this thing gonna be displaced? Do I want to have it based on the high, low, close, open? So and both of mine are set to close on Thinkorswim and on Street Smart Edge. They're set to closing price. So, and then the linked last 9 bars, calculated off the last 9 bars. So that's how I do it. So you just got to see. I mean, I don't know if they even have this in TradingView though. Or I don't even know if you can see this, what I have pulled up. No, you can't. Okay, let me bring it over to the other screen. Okay, so this is what I had pulled up on from Thinkorswim. After you select one of your moving averages, you can have it calculate on multiple different points, multiple different variables here. high, low, close, open, high play. I mean, it's so much you can do, but you have to find what works for you. And once you find what works for you, then you can do it in all of your platforms. Okay, but now back to what we're looking at here on the day. GOVX trying to hold, run. TBLT did end up going red on the day, so that is a no-go. Plug tightened up even more under this $21. Continues to come back and test these this level of the 2071, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of buying off of these levels. It's just been indecision around this 2089, and I don't like that. It's not predictable. And run continued down as well from its $31 down here to the 29. So we're starting to see things go red now. Okay, so yeah. PTPI never did unhalt. It had a T1 halt, so you never know how long that halt will be on PTPI that Lori called out. That's a very dangerous thing when they call that T1. Did not expect Tough Built to give up so easily, man. It would have to come back green on the day and start holding that $6 again. To come back green on the day, that would be over the 595s, and I would have to see it hold that $6. But at this point, it's a no-go. Tom Connor says on TOS, I would guess that most people use the default settings, correct? Well, it depends. You know, after people learn how to manipulate the settings, they can change them. But, you know, you kind of want to have the majority, you kind of want to figure out what the majority is using though, because what I would do to figure out what the majority is doing is create multiple indicators that have each of the variables selected, and then say, okay, which one of these is getting the most respect out of all of them, right? So just take a day and just do observation, no trades, just watch each one of those and see, okay, when it comes into this level, I mean, you can do it over maybe you can take a survey of maybe, I would say maybe 100 days or something, somewhere up in there, maybe like a month or two, and kind of see which one that is most respected over the time periods that you're watching. And you don't have to just burn up a bunch of time observing. You can just kind of see during the day, and kind of come back and look at what happened um, after the day each day, and just take note and be like, okay, this one stopped at this one, you know, that kind of thing. Uh, okay. All right. Or you can get even more strategic. You can actually nah, that'll be too much. You could set alerts to alert you for specific levels that have a high percentage chance of getting respected. You know, after you nail them down and you find like the top 5 or top 4, top 3, you can set alerts for those specific crossovers of that indicator. Or if it's within a certain range of that indicator. All right, PULG still doing its thing there. SIGA still pushing up to trying to go to 20, and Gov still not really giving the same love. Hold up. Let me read some of these. I gotta catch up in the comments. Okay, different EMA, TOS. Okay, Lawrence says, Frame of Fortune, HH Trader, do one of you have time to test this new sleep deck with me? Sleep deck? Um, we'll have to see. What kind of test are you trying to run on it? Let's see. Oh, sleep deck. You're talking about I was like, sleep deck, what is that? Okay, got you. Lori, Tom, that's a good strategy. Tom, higher time frames, 200 EMA, 500 EMA, 10 EMA. Yeah, there's so much testing you can do, and that's what you have to do. You have to nail out. It's almost like a science. You have to nail out what works for you. The indicators, the whatever. I know some people don't believe in indicator, whatever. Work out what works for you, and hammer it out. Get something that works, and can put you in a position where you don't have to be as comfortable as possible, but it gives you a high percentage chance to double up on whatever you are trying to put in. At VWAP, most people are looking at VWAP. Yeah, there are some. VWAP is definitely the stupid line, because it doesn't matter if you're smart or if you're stupid. VWAP still holds value to much more people than people that actually are just trading the extremes. And what I mean by the extremes are the deviations away from VWAP, away from the volume average price. So one deviation, two deviation, three deviation, whatever. And I think there's tools for that in TOS to see the deviations. You can actually code up some tools. If you're not into coding, I'm pretty sure there's some code online that you can drop in there to do to mark deviation levels automatically on tickers from VWAP on the day. I know VWAP already has the upper bound and lower bound that you can manipulate, but you can go even further and do your own deviations as well. Yeah, GOVX looking like a sick puppy there. Continue to try to break down that $2. And SIGA finding a little bit of top as well. PULG, this is a 3-time failure in this range on the 5-minute. Came up here and tested 21 once, tested 21 twice, tested 21 3 times, and getting another rejection. So now the question would be, Is it going to start to break down these lows? So 2060, there's a little bit of level through here for support that it's going to have to start pushing back into. Needs to break this 2065 first, though. Start making those lower lows. It's been making the lower highs, but we need to see the lower lows. It's been making lower highs and higher lows, but now we need to see the breaks. All right. Oh, I did not look at the time. Yeah, it's about time for me to shut it down. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you like the content. Also, you can check out our Discord. Again, we talk about everything investing and entrepreneurship. You can check out Ben going live on his on the home channel, Framework Fortune. Check that out as well. I will continue to watch these that are staying obviously green. Run, I'm probably not gonna be watching. Plug, probably not gonna be watching. And but I'll keep GOVX and Siga up there. If anything else pops up, though, I'll put it in the Discord for you guys. If I see anything obvious, but for today, a whole lot of dumping. Wow, BHC got killed today. It dropped from $9 down here to the 424s, down 51% on the day. Crazy drop on that one. But yeah, that is it for me today. I gotta go make some money, man. But yeah, as always, if you're gonna continue trading today, be careful, be safe. You know, every day in the market, you can definitely profit, but you just have to have a strategy. Implement a strategy, practice on your strategy, and hammer out all the nails around it. Appreciate all of your commentary, your questions, your call outs. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning. And yeah, I'll keep you updated in the Discord with any kind of changes. And as always, it's great seeing you guys again. Another morning of analysis. Always interesting meeting new people, seeing people drop in that I saw a long time ago coming back, knowing that you guys are still doing good, not catching the monkeypox or anything else. But anyway, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.